Everything about this screen is designed to do one thing, to be better than more affordable rivals who are trying to catch up or be one step ahead.
Yeah, you can try that.
The Samsung Q60B promised some of the highest HDR brightness in its class, a fast 4K VA screen, and it has a lot of features I had been hoping for, more apps, and better overall design. There are even some exciting extras such as Quantum LED screen, which aims to deliver better colors and contrast. I performed hands-on evaluation of the 50-inch Q60B, but this review also applies to the other screen sizes in the series, because they share the similar HLED VA panels and QLED picture processor. It looks like a winning combination if there were no copycats around the block. Let's look what we can find inside this exciting golden box. As usually, you will first see a fancy package with a lot of different cookies inside. Okay, I will put that down and we will see that later. And then if we look left, we see some flyer. Yes, welcome note, quick guide. And if we look in the center, we can see legs. And that's it. Is that all? No. We will need to go to the wall of the styro protection. And now we finally see the TV. Let's take a peek. So in the package we have power cable, remote and manual guides and some clips. And of course a card reader. So what else is new? Well, this is different. The Q60B has much more stylish stand than the last year AU8, with more gentle curves and back design. Otherwise it still allows you to adjust height of the stand if you need to show off in front of your friends, or you just need more space for a soundbar. The stand is made of metal and plastic, so it's sturdy enough, and on the back it has impressive cable management design, so you have many ways to hide cables. If you look from the side, it looks a lot thinner than the most TVs. Texture black colors back looks very nice, and the three-side bezel-less design has bezels that are less than inch wide. I wonder how bezel-less TVs will look in the future.
Okay, it's a start.
If we look from the side, as expected, you can connect all devices on the right side. In addition of 2 USB and 3 HDMI connections, you also have component optical Ethernet, and it supports Wi-Fi and Bluetooth 5. So it has support for wireless headphones and all kind Bluetooth devices. If you like to mount things on the wall, it's good to know that 50 Q60B has a special wall mount design, so you're gonna need slightly bigger screws. Samsung has a tiny stylish remote with solar and USB charging, so there is almost no need to change batteries. The slim curved design looks nice and feels solid. The keys are well built and responsive. It has easy access for voice search and shortcuts for streaming services. Maybe it could have a button for the user's favorite apps, or at least a possibility to remap existing ones. What's the point of the button if you don't want to use a specific streaming service anymore? The buttons with numbers could be still useful for TV tuner channels or for user favorite apps. I think some users would appreciate that. In the meantime, you can still buy a classic Samsung remote with numbers. Or if you think that even this tiny remote has too much buttons, you can still control it via a smartphone app. And there is one button located in the right side under the Samsung logo. So you can easily control power, channels, volume and inputs. The Q60B uses an updated 6th generation of Tizen Smart TV system. The installation process is easy and intuitive. You start with language, continue to Wi-Fi settings, while automatic search for channels is already going in the background. It is also possible to set up TV with a smartphone, but I prefer to use a remote. The welcome screen gives you a fast entry to the popular and highlighted apps. With shortcuts to the settings in the corner, Samsung on-screen user interface is simple to navigate and offers a custom row of icons in the middle of the screen. If I jump between menus and apps, I think it's quite fast and snappy. Even if we open some random apps, you will rarely see long loading situations. If we look closer at the Samsung app gallery, we can see that it has all awesome apps that you would expect to be on a smart TV, including some games. It offers all biggest names in the world of streaming like Netflix, YouTube and many other apps. Samsung app gallery is much more easier to use in comparison with Android. But of course it still doesn't offer the same number of games or browser apps. But the recent study shows that less and less people care about built-in games on TV thanks to the PlayStation and other gaming devices. Let's try YouTube. Whoa, it's fast! I don't think I can remember the last time YouTube opened so quickly on Samsung. Well, this also depends on Wi-Fi latency and how fast your router is. The updated launcher is well optimized and it works okay, while search could be still more inspiring, especially if you want to use voice search. Trailers!
It's 3:59 p.m.
Of course. Trailers! No. Trailers! Finally. If you still like to download movies from web, Samsung has one of the fastest USB players. It offers support for subtitles and it has advanced settings. The downside is that you will need to be careful what to choose to download, because there is no more support for old movie formats. I found it works the best with X264 and X265 movies in the title. The Q60 series comes packed with VA screens and most of Samsung's advanced 4K Tech extras. It uses an edge LED backlight with semi-gloss panel, so you can expect excellent contrast with good black uniformity in a dark room. In comparison with IPS type screen, it doesn't have the best viewing angle, while color accuracy is excellent and you have many advanced options to calibrate the screen. So if you want bright colors, then you only need to select dynamic picture profile. If you select movie mode, you can see that pictures darken slightly and colors are also much more subtle. This is a great profile for movie night. If you slightly pump up the colors and brightness, you will have a perfect picture profile for everyday use.
So we're talking about this now?
We seem to be.
I check out closely on screen refresh rate and motion processing on Samsung TVs, and you can select these various motion options, which will reduce motion blur. The motion processing in the most scenes looks smooth thanks to the upgraded Quantum processor that now gives much more impressive motion. So now it's even look better than on some older native 100Hz TVs. If you're worried about HDMI refresh rate, Samsung does a great job here with its game mode.
Look at that! The beautiful day.
So you can expect input lag below 11 milliseconds in 4K, which is excellent if you plan to connect gaming devices. Of course, it would be even better if Samsung had more settings for gamers, or even 2.1 labels on HDMI ports. But this is 6 series, so you will need pay more if you want to have that. Probably 7 and 8 series will be better. Out of the box accuracy has changed a lot in the last years, so now Q60 has a wide color gamut with more than 95% color accuracy. I appreciate that Q60 black contrast is strong and has good color accuracy for watching HD TV channels when upscaling standard definition, whether from tuner or web, results in a good detailed picture. The noise reduction was efficient and the picture is also sharp and generally free of noise when upscaling 1080p sources. The 4K picture quality is good and the HDR movies show up well. The HDR reproduction in the bright room is much better than on average LED TVs, because QLED screen brightness can go up to 500 nits, while average LED TVs can provide from 300 to 400 nits. HDR effect in the dimly lit room looks stunning, and if this is your first QLED TV, you will be really amazed in some scenes. As expected for the 6 series, there is a minimum backlight bleed in the corners. Patches through the screen are barely noticeable unless you compare it to the very expensive OLED TVs. I also tested the special new button and it really works. It leads to the web browser. During the test I didn't notice any other special improvements over previous years. It has all settings for quick couch web browsing, though its use is still not as smooth as with LG Magic mouse remotes. Q60B comes with two 10-watt speakers on each side below the display, and these speakers handle well high volume as long as you prefer watching TV shows. So vocals are excellent and mid-range is also good. When it comes to lower frequency, the bass is noticeable in most situations, yet it is around 30% less powerful than on LG TVs. It's what you would expect to get out of the average built-in TV speakers. So if you like big explosion or music with a deep bass, it's a good idea to connect the soundbar, but in general audio quality is okay and it has very good surround effect. Like in previous years, Samsung continues the tradition and improves user experience with the Q60B series. I like the thin design, it has well-balanced contrast and black levels in the dark room. The colors look convincing. Of course, you cannot expect that it will have everything. In comparison with Android TVs, it could still have more apps, or remote could have one more button, but it still has very good gaming mode and fast screen. Though it's not the brightest in its class, so similar price high-sense TVs might still have an edge against Samsung in some cases and at this price. What makes the Q60B special is its ability to show black levels and colors much more convincingly than many best budget TVs. So if you want fast and stylish smart 4K TV, it is one of better affordable TVs. Thank you for watching, guys. I will be spending probably the next couple of weeks more to test this TV, so if you have any questions feel free to leave comment below. If you are interested in learning more about Samsung TVs, check out TechWatcher Tizen videos.